Let's build something ugly. This is the Beavis Audio schematic for the Electra Distortion. Everyone's built this. Dead simple. But I've drawn it out for you. Let's talk about schematics. This is where the signal goes in. This is the capacitor. This is your amplifying transistor. This is a resistor, this is a resistor, this is a resistor, this is a symbol for ground, this is a symbol for 9 volts, here's another capacitor. These two are diodes, and there's your output. So this guy amplifies everything. He's what's known as an NPN transistor. These are the different legs. He's got 3 legs. There's the base, the emitter, and the collector. You can look up a data sheet online to find out what's known as a pin out of your transistor, which is which pin is which leg is the C, the B, or the E. The diodes in this circuit are connected to ground from the output, which is known as hard clipping. So what it does is it takes that cool sound that's coming up at the end and it cuts off the waveform so it sounds more distorted, which sounds really cool through the guitar. So that's what we're going to do today. These 1N34A diodes are made of germanium. They don't make them anymore, I don't think. So if you can't get hold of these, you can use Schottky diodes or other stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go, party time. So this guy, you've got the flat side facing upwards and the legs facing towards us. Number 1 is the emitter, or E. Number 2 is bass. Number 3 is collector. So EBC 1, 2, 3. So let's have a look at our picture. E is at the bottom, B is in the middle, C is at the top. So we can just fold that back on itself. Happy days, it's all going on. We've got our 100 nanofarad capacitor. These can go in either way around, they're not polarized, so it doesn't matter which way you put them in. Same with these resistors, we've got 3.3 If you can't find a 3.3, get a 2, get a 4, whatever, just go for it. This guy's in, the 470 ohm. Now, that can sometimes be written with an R, 470R. This 4.7K can sometimes read 4K7. It's just 4.7 thousand ohms. That's only 470 ohms. So make the distinction. 470 is a bit different to 4.7 thousand. Another one of these guys. And these are our diodes. So 1N34As. I don't even know what these are. These are just some pieces of crap I found off of eBay. They work well. You'll see that one is oriented one way, one is oriented the other way. This is important for the diodes when they're clipping. So this is known as symmetrical clipping. There's all sorts of different types, but for the purpose of this, we're just going to bang them in, see what happens. If you haven't got these, you can't find them, just look for BAT41 or 1N5817 or something with a low forward voltage. There's heaps of stuff on Google, whatever your search engine is. I don't know, I'm old now, whatever the latest thing is. And then we just bang the rest on and we'll hook it up. Let's go. Top dollar, done. Now you wouldn't build one like this properly, it's just to prove a point, but to be fair, it was looking a bit sketchy. It was looking a bit like Zuckerberg, you know what I mean? Bit rough around the edges. So I just trimmed a few leads, make it a bit more easy to see what's going off. So the guitar is going to go in here, and it's going to come out here to the amp. Going to put a bit of power in here. Going to connect all your grounds to here. Now the way that the guitar goes in and out is through a jack, and you'll plug one end of the terminal to there and the other end to ground. Same on the way out. There he is, disgusting, jammy. So we've got our grounds here, plugged in. We've got these two loose to get the battery going, or whatever power source you're going to use. I'm going to use a battery. If you've got a jack like this is where the guitar will plug in to the input, and this is where the amp will plug into the output. When you're wiring them up, you can see that middle bit is the ground. There we go, look, this is it, ready to plug in. I'm not going to go into soldering today, it's just like going on a date. You got two sides, you got to get them both hot and then they do the thing. So let's get into it. Oh, this is well budget. All right. So that's what it sounds like with that. Oh, that's different. Alright, let's get some extra credit. There's no controls on this bad boy, so normally we'll want to change the volume or change the gain, so make it more or less distorted. So the volume usually comes at the end of the circuit, so this bit is doing all the stuff with the things, and it comes out here. So this is the point at which we want to maybe turn it down or whatever, so we can bang a control knob in there. And this feedback loop that's working around on this transistor that's amplifying stuff, that's affecting the gain on this bad boy. So what we're going to need to do is change the value of this and maybe turn that into a control knob too. See how we go. So this is what I've come up with. Instead of it going straight at, you got a control knob, which is this guy. So pin 1 is connected to ground, pin 2 is connected to the output, and pin 3 is connected to the rest of the circuit. It's just like a resistor. So we take that middle one out, he's just going to be 100k across there. But instead what we're doing is we're getting this middle wiper and we're connecting it to either one end or the other. If we turn it all the way down, well, he's connected to nothing, so you're going to get no formate. But if he's up here, you're going to get all the output. Same thing's going on over here. So instead we've got pin 1 and pin 2 connected to ground. So what's going off is when it's turned all the way down, it's connected to nothing, it's connected to itself. But when we've got it turned all the way up, you're getting none of the resistance, you're getting all of it. Here we go, what a disgrace. These are both at 50%, volume all the way up. Gain all the way up. Happy days. Alright, last test. What happens if you bang a more powerful transistor in there, something with a bit higher gain, eh? Let's have a look. Let's see what happens. I think I broke it. Let's crank it up. Oh dear.
Oh, dirty.